अखण्डानन्दसम्बोधो वन्दनाद्यस्य जायते गोविन्दं तमहं वन्दे चिदानन्दतनुं गुरुं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्लोक नंबर 272 in English commentary page 98, in Sanskrit commentary 70. Guru is telling the student that all your sorrows, your fear, etc. is only because of ignorance. Avananatmano dharma natmanyaropya shochati tadajnanakritam sarvam vayam tyaktva sukhi bhava. Avan means teacher is addressing the student. You, O student, anatmano dharman atmani aropya shochati. You are superimposing anatma dharma on atma and you are grieving. Anatma, which is jada, drishya, prapancha, mithya, like panchakoshas, you think they are your problems. Therefore, tad ajnana kritam sarvam ayam tyaktva sukhi bhava. Everything, all the fear, etc., is arising out of ignorance. You give that up with the help of knowledge and become sukhi. So this is the answer in brief. That ignorance is your problem. Ignorance causes superimposition. Get rid of ignorance, superimposition will go, fear, etc. will go, you will be sukhi. Now Shishya has questions. Shishya vacha. Shrimad bhiruktam sakalam vrisheti drishtanta eva vyupapadyate tat darštantike naiva bhavadi dukkham pratyakshataha sarvajana prasiddham. Shishya says, Shrimad Vihi, by you, revered teacher, Uktam Sakalam Mrisha iti tad drishtante eva hi upapadyate. What you have said is very good for the example. It is befitting in the example. Darshtantike naiva. Not in the what is where the example is implying, that in the what is to be explained, in that is not where it is true, that everything is mithya. Why? Bhavadi dukkham pratyakshataha sarvajana prasiddham. Because the sorrows of life are known to everybody directly. Pratyakshataha means directly everyone feels, I am suffering. And you cannot say it is mithya. Student is telling teacher. this we cannot accept. So the Drishtanta, anyone remembers what was the Drishtanta given by the teacher? What was the example?
The rope snake.
What was the example?
The rope and the snake.
Snake.
Rope snake example was there. Which sloka?
The 270.
269.
279?
269?
269. Dream example. That in dream, whatever you see is mithya. And when somebody wakes you up, and then you realize there is nothing. It is not rope snake. It is the fear of snake in deep sleep.
Rope snake was on 270, Swamiji.
270.
But Swamiji, you had given analogy of the dream snake.
270. 270 is rope snake, yes. Correct. And 269 is dream snake. They are two different. So that what you see in dream or what you see in illusion is mithya. This is true in example, student says. Why? Because in reality, our sorrows are experienced and we feel I am going through this pain. How can anyone say that, no, this is all mithya, this is all your projection of mind, etc. So he continues, Pratyakshenanubhutarthaha katham mithyatvam arhati chakshusho vishayam kumbham katham mithya karomyaham. Pratyakshena anubhutartha, what is experienced by me directly through perception, as my own self suffering, how can it deserve falsification? It is mithya. Katham mithyatvam arhati. If there is a pot right in front of my eyes, chakshusho vishayam kumbham, katham aham mithya karomi, how can I say it is mithya? I am seeing it through my eyes. So like that, my sorrows, my fear, my any pain, they are directly experienced. Vidyamanasya mithyatvam kathannu ghatate prabho pratyaksham khalu sarvesham pramanam prasfutarthakam. Vidyamanasya. Vidyamana means pratyakshadi pramanena jnatasya. What is known through pratyakshadi pramana, how its mithyatvam is possible? Katham nu ghatate mithyatvam? He Prabhu, he Guru. Pratyaksham pramanam sarvesham khalu prasfutarthakam. Pratyaksha pramana for everyone is revealing something which is most evident, most clear. Sputa means clear, artha means object. Sputarthakam, revealer of the clear knowledge of object. What? Pratyaksha pramana. Pratyaksha pramana reveals everything so clearly. How can you say that is mithya? So he says, Indriya Karsha Sannikarsha Janya Jnanam is Pramanam. Why it is Pramana Janya? Pratyaksha Jnanam is Pramanam. Because it is Pratyaksha Pramana Janyam. Just like you say Shastra Jnanam is Pramanam. If your Shastra Jnanam is Pramanam, because it is from Shastra Pramana, Pratyaksha is also Pramana. Because it is Indriya Sannikarsha Janya Jnana. This is Purvapakshi's argument or student's argument. Then there are two questions. These are given in your English commentary also, you can see. Here these two questions are also possible. They are on page 99 in English. What is the first question? How scriptures will be able to produce the non-dual knowledge? If duality is there all the time around me, how will Advaita Jnanam take place? If Vedanta has the ability to produce that knowledge, then at least the study program should begin. But there is no possibility only. Why? Because Vedanta Jnanam will be contradicted by Pratyaksha Jnanam. So you may go on saying, no, there is only Advaita, no, there is only Advaita, Dvaita is Mithya. All the time I see Dvaitam. All the time I see people around me suffering, crying, weeping, this, that. How will I get Brahma Jnana? And Pratyaksha is more powerful than Shastra, Purvapakshi will say. Because Pratyaksha is Asanjata Virodhi. Asanjata Virodhi means when Pratyaksha Jnanam has taken place, at that time, other Jnanam was not there. But when Vedanta Jnana comes, Pratyaksha is already there. So, Vedanta Jnanam will be obstructed or prohibited by Pratyaksha. But Pratyaksha cannot be prohibited by Shastra because Pratyaksha came first. So, this is one problem. And Pratyaksha Pramana is powerful also because Shastra Pramana has to depend upon Pratyaksha. I have to study, I have to listen to teacher. So I need ears, I need eyes, etc. So they are Pratyaksha Jnana. So Vedanta Jnanam is dependent also on Pratyaksha. And Vedanta Jnanam will use the examples like rope snake, the silver and the shell, two moons. So you have to know what is moon. You have to know rope, snake, all these examples, whatever are used, they will be justified only by Pratyaksha Pramana. Waking, dream, deep sleep, they are Pratyaksha to us. So you cannot reject Pratyaksha and then say Vedanta is more powerful. Next question is, let us say somehow Vedanta will work and produce the non-dual knowledge. And then again Pratyaksha will work and contradict Vedanta. If Vedanta can contradict Pratyaksha Jnanam, Pratyaksha again can contradict Vedanta. Why it will not happen? This is his question. So these are all, they will be answered. Martyasya mama janmadi दुःखभाजोऽल्पजीविनः ब्रह्मत्वमपि नित्यत्वं परमानन्दता कथम्. Student says, Mama Martyasya, I am Janmadi Dukkha Bhajaha and Alpajivi. I have short life. I have birth, death, old age, disease. Already one after the other problems are showing up in my life. And I am mortal. These are all very well known to me. And you are saying, I am Brahma, I am eternal, I am supreme source of bliss, Brahmatvam, Nityatvam, Paramanandata, Mama, Katham, how I will have all this? Janmadi Dukkham Bhunte, I go through Janma Maranadi Dukkha, and I am Alpajivi, short-lived. Now, student is asking some questions whose answer is this entire text. So, 277 onwards, all his questions are there. Ka atma kastvanatma cha kimulakshanametayoho atmanyanatma dharmana maropah kriyate katham. Kaha atma? What is atma? One question. What is anatma? Second question. What are their lakshana? Etayoho kimu lakshanam? How there is superimposition of atma dharma in anatma or anatma dharma in atma. Atmani anatma dharmanam aropah katham kriyate. In atma, how there is anatma dharma aropa? How this superimposition happens? So how many questions are asked? 4 questions. What is Atma? It's Lakshana. Not 4, maybe 5 if you want. What is Atma? What is Anatma? What is Atma Lakshana? What is Anatma Lakshana? How there is superimposition between Atma and Anatma. Anatma Dharma Aropa on Atma. Kimajnanam tad utpanna bhayatyagopi va katham. Kimu jnanam tadutpanna sukha praptischa va katham. What is ajnana? And ajnana janya bhaya, the fear arising out of ignorance, how can it be given up? Main problem everybody has, ignorance, nobody is worried. If someone says you have ignorance, I don't feel that bad. But when the problems of ignorance, the effect of ignorance in the form of when I have to cry, when I am in pain, this is what we don't want. Ignorance, if it is there, not there, is not a big problem. I don't want to cry. I don't want to go through sorrow. Suffering, I don't like. So that is why we study Vedanta, to remove ignorance. So how will there be tyaga of this bhaya, etc., which are arising from ignorance? And kimu jnana, what is jnana? Tad utpanna sukha praptischa va katham. How jnana utpanna sukha prapti will take place? What is jnanam and sukha prapti? Sarvametad yatha purvam karamalaka vatsputam pratipadaya me swamin Shri Guru Karunanidhe. He Guru, He Swamin, He Karunanidhe. Student is using lot of adjectives because he has realized that solution is there, teacher has it, and I can see teacher is smiling. He is happy, and I am going through all this. What is my problem and life and all these things? So student says, oh teacher, reveal everything to me, just like amalaka fruit in my palm. Karamalakavat. Sputam pratipadaya. Me sputam pratipadaya. To me, make it clear. Means you may think everything is clear, but no, to me you have to teach slowly. Simple steps. So these are the questions what were asked in 277 and 278. And their answers are also given in the bracket in the form of shloka number. So what is a self? This is from 459 to 462. Small portion. What is not self? 301 to 457. More than 150 shlokas on anatma. Then what are the characteristics of self and the not self? Means what is atma, anatma. So 611 to 697 is atma, 301 to 39 is anatma. Like that, all the questions are given. The superimposition between self and the not self. In that, there are two kinds of superimposition. Adhyasa, general, samanya adhyasa or samanya adhyaropa, and vishesha adhyaropa. So they both are given. Then what is ignorance? Ajnanam. How will there be the abandonment, tyaga of bhaya, fear? What is jnanam? And how there will be paramananda arising from jnana. And if you see, more or less from 301 onwards, up to 923, all this discussion will go on. 301 to 923 means most of the text is answered to these questions. Then Guru will explain what is Jivan Mukti, Videha Mukti, etc. Now Guru is very happy just listening to the questions. Shiva prasadastava vidyate mahan. Visridya tu prakrita loka margam. Brahma vagantung yatase yatasvam. Teacher says, blessed indeed you are dhanya and kritartha. Aho, tava viveka. You have a great sense of discrimination, means the clarity to discriminate. Tava Shiva Prasada Mahan Vidyate. The glory of Bhagavan Shivaji's grace on you is so great. Visrijyatu prakrita loka margam brahmavagantum yatase yatasvam. Yataha, since tvam, you, prakrita loka margam visrijya. You have given up the road traveled by Prakrita people, those who are uncultured, those who are not interested in thinking, that path you have given up. On the other hand, Brahmavagantum yatase, you are making an attempt to know Brahma, which is the real marga, real solution. So you are blessed. And once you have Viveka and Vairagya, that is the main thing that we need. Once Vairagya is there, everything will start falling in place. So some quotations are given from Bhaju Govindam. Tasya sukham na karoti viraga. Who will not get happiness when there is vairagya? Vairagyam eva abhayam. Fearlessness, if you want, you have to have more and more vairagya. Vairagya from my own body. If I am constantly attached to my body, then I will be attached to other things also. One who has vairagya is blessed. Anyata vairagyavataha eva. And when vairagya is there, then mind will be actually ready to listen. Otherwise, we listen, we understand. But that knowledge will not be applied when we really need it. So, student is not of that kind. He is actually going to listen and apply this knowledge when the crisis comes in life. That is the main thing. Some people, they listen everything, they prepare a lot of notes, this, that, everything is there. When the crisis comes, they are the first one to fall apart. So then that is not good. Shiva prasadena vinana siddhihi. Shiva prasadena vinana buddhihi. Shiva prasadena vinana yuktihi. Shiva prasadena vinana muktihi. Bhagavan Bhashyakar is praising Lord Shiva. By Bhagavan's grace alone, there is Siddhi. By Bhagavan's grace, there is Buddhi. Without Bhagavan's grace, no Siddhi. Nothing we can accomplish. There is no Buddhi. There is no clear thinking. There is no Yukti. And there is no Mukti. In other words, Bhakti is sadhana. Sincerely, if we pray to Bhagavan, that I want to be free from this life, and I am actually going to make serious effort for Vairagya, then Bhagavan will make everything possible. Yasya prasadena vimukta sangaha shukadayaha samsruti bandha muktaha tasya prasado bahujanma labhyo bhaktyeka gamyo bhava mukti hetuhu. By whose grace and blessings, yasya prasadena vimukta sangaha, people have become detached. Who are these people? Shukadaya. By Bhagavan's grace, Shukadev, Vamadeva, they have total vairagya. Samsruti bandha mukta, they are free from the bondage of samsara. Tasya prasado bahujanma labhyo. Tasya ishasya, of Bhagavan. His grace comes only after many janmas. And it is bhakteka gamya. It is available only through one means. This Bhagavan has said in Gita, Bhaktya tvananyaya shakyaha aham evam vidorjuna jnatum drashtum cha tattvena praveshtum cha parantapa, in 11th chapter. So by bhakti alone, which is the bhava mukti hetu, means to liberation. Viveko jantunam prabhavati janishveva bahushu prasadade vaishad bahusukritapako dayavashat यतस्तस्मादेव त्वमपि परमार्थावगमने कृतारम्भः पुंसामिदमिह विवेकस्य तु फलम्। यतः, since, bahushu janishu, in many lives, bahu sukrita pako dayavashat, and lot of merits have been accumulated and they all are ready to give results. Then so what is known as aneka janmarjita punya, that is all has been accumulated. By that, hey Guru, and also Ishar Prasadat, by Ishwar Prasad, by grace of Bhagavan, Jantunam means for all Sarva Praninam, all beings, Janishu eva Viveko Prabhavati. Janishu, in the Janma, Mrityu, Jara, in all of them he gets Vairagya. Again, I will have to go through everything. Again, go to school, go to this, that, doctor, so many things. I don't want any of this. Tasmat, therefore, Tvamapi Paramarthavagamane Kritarambhaha Pumsam Idam Iha Tu Vivekasya Param. You also, Guru says, you also, O student, you have started on the path of Paramartha Avagamanam, knowing what is the absolute reality. Pumsam Idam Iha Vivekasya Phalam. For Purusha, Viveka Phalam is this alone. What is that Phalam? That the desire to know what is absolute reality. It arises in our mind. So there is a famous quotation which is given here. Ishwaranugrahadeva Pumsam Advaita Vasana. By the grace of Ishwara, Bhagwan's bhakti when I have done, and I show sincerity in my pursuit. Everybody says, I want to be free from sorrow. Bhagwan, do something, do something. But are we seriously seeking it? That I am ready to pay the price of vairagya. If that is not there, then I cannot pursue this knowledge. So, Ishwara Prasada is also required. So, Brahma Jignasa Phalam is this. That is what he has already said. Now, those who are the knowers of Vedanta, what do they say? Martyatva siddher api pumstva siddher vipratva siddhescha viveka siddhehe vadanti mukhyam phalameva moksham vyartham samastam yadi chenna mokshaha. What is a true gain in life? So first is Martyatva Siddhi, I am a mortal, means I am a human being, number one. Then Pumstvam, I have, Pumstvam means the ability to drop things which are obstacle for me in my mind. My mind is going in some round and round, and I'm not able to give up those thoughts. These people did this, that person told me something 7 years back, 20 years back, I was told this thing about that person. So now after 20 years also, this is all, if you go on thinking, you are doing good anusandhanam, meditation on those things. You will not be able to think on Vedanta. Then Vipratva, a person who is trained in Vedas, because then I will understand what is the role of karma, what is the role of upasana, jnanam, etc. I have lived in Gurukula, so I have been already trained. Vipratva means all this is there. And you know, when there is Gurukula Vasa, actually things make a lot of difference. Ashram lifestyle is different. Viveka Siddhe, and then arises Viveka. So a person who has a human birth, who has Pumstvam, has Vipratvam, has Viveka, then for such person, if Mukhya Phalam is Moksham, if he is seeking moksha seriously, then all these things have value. Human birth, manlyhood, Vipratvam, Viveka, etc. Moksham Mukhyam Phalameva Vadanti. Yadi chen moksha na. But if moksha is not Mukhya Phalam, samastam vyartham. And everything is useless. What is the use of other talent if I am not interested in moksha? All my other talent doesn't stand any ground. So, moksha is where I have to use all my punyas. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakutau Vande Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.